Hello, and we are going to talk today about free food. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, free food. The stuff that really shouldn't count as calories because it was given to us for free. I struggled with free food for so long, and then I had a breakthrough. I was in the midst of my weight loss journey. This idea of free food was really just kind of like, between Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these different times of year where you're kind of bombarded with treats. I just really struggled with saying no. I struggled with allowing myself to not take something that was quote unquote free. Well, there was a concept that just once I understood it really sat with me and made everything make sense. It's called the conservation of energy. It's a physics concept, and I'm going to link below this video so you can check it out. But in a nutshell, what it says is energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It passes basically from one organism or entity to another. So what that means to me is, considering I understand the requirements of calorie expenditure and calorie requirements in order to lose, maintain, or gain weight, if I consume energy, aka calories, aka that donut sitting in the break room, that I actually don't really need. My body is at its maximum capacity, or eating the donut is going to put me over my maximum capacity, then guess what happens? It stores those added calories as body fat, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It passes from one thing to another. So it's not like when I eat it, it magically disappears. It basically continues to exist on me as stored body fat. So I have to really honor that calorie expenditure, honor this idea of now I'm storing extra fat because I ate quote unquote free food. So now we got the conservation of energy. We understand that we've taken an extra amount of energy that really wasn't for us, right? I would much rather give that donut to somebody who could truly use it, or any kind of food for that matter, because once I've hit my requirement for the day, I don't need to continue to consume. So the idea of storing body fat was not sounding fabulous to me. But then I took it one level further. We were doing the whole kind of minimalist thing where they talked about how having excess things, excess stuff, is actually, in a way, a responsibility. This idea of if I own extra gadgets and gizmos and whatnots that I'm never going to use, I have to shuffle them from place to place, store them in boxes, put them in my garage, pay for a rental unit, keep them in the air conditioning, keep them in my home, and I'm responsible for things that I don't even use. So if I have extra body fat on my body now that I'm not going to be able to use, that I'm not intentionally burning, right? Now I've got to care for that. So in a way, I'm kind of actually having to pay for this free food, right? I've got extra fat on my body that I'm now storing. Now I'm going to have to actually work to get off. I'm going to have to do the work. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't so free. It's kind of like when you take a credit card and you put a purchase on it and you think, oh, this is great. I'm just getting it now, but I'll pay for it later. But then you get that whole interest thing later, right? You don't just get it for the $100. You now have to pay interest on top of the $100. That's kind of what free food is. You seemingly get it for free on the front end, right? But in reality, what you're doing is you're indebting yourself to that food because that was energy you didn't need, so now it's stored as body fat, which means you are housing something that you don't really need, and now you have to work to keep up with it, to continue to have it on your frame, or you're going to have to work harder to get it back off. And I'm like, don't need free food that bad. So these are the two ideas that have really helped me a lot. And I talk about the conservation of energy, by the way, in the Thriving During the Holiday series. So that's another good place you can hear that. But truly, those are two pivotal thoughts. One, I don't need to house more energy than my body needs because, again, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's just stored, right? It's just moved from thing to thing. And then secondly, if I choose to store this on my body, I then have to work to either keep up with it, carry it around, or I have to work even more to burn it off. I'm like, why would I do that to myself? So just want to share those thoughts because I know during the year it can be different times where this is an issue for a lot of people. And thought, well, maybe I just share some of my thoughts around that. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.